Hello, everybody. Welcome to Studio 36. So, I'm still learning how to get everything set up for the stream, and I didn't realize until after my stream yesterday that the audio was terrible. So, it should be much better today. All right, anyway, right now, I think what I want to do today is explore using some of these military planes. And I'm going to start with where's my one plane? I think it's the transport, some type of transporter. There we go. Transport Alliance. Let's do the classic with the antenna. I like the antenna. All right, should I change it up? Let's see what we have. This one. I don't want to do that one. Let's see. We got Turkish. Not bad looking. You know what? Let's go with this one. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'll go back with what I had. And you know what? Let's. No. All right, let's go somewhere where I don't have to change the time. This is a normal. Well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see if we can take off. This is probably going to be tough. We'll do a departure. And let's fly to. How far away is this? 12 minutes. Let's see if we could do something a little bit further. I wonder if I've gone to that one before. Oh, okay. Let's try this. 30 minutes. All right, let's do it. I don't really know how to operate the avionics in this one, but we're going to try it. Alright, so I'm pretty certain this plane can take off, but I'm gonna back up a little bit. So yeah, let's pop in a little cheat. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. This is gonna be tough. So we're gonna go out. I mean, look at that climb. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make that. Then we have to go up and around according to the flight plan, which I don't think I'm gonna follow that. Okay, yeah, let's just use the tablet for this one. Let's take our weights. Ooh, yeah. Let's make this a little challenging. We're gonna add some. We're gonna add some stuff. Hold on, wait a minute. First, I want to see if it added people. Okay. It's my new co-pilot. Why are you turning your head? Got a mustache, huh? Alright. Let's see. Did it add anybody? No. Okay. So we'll have to do it via the tablet. Alright, we're gonna add some people. Alright, 3 and 4. Here, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe we're doing some type of I don't know, recovery mission or something. I don't know, rescue. Pallets. Let's get the tank back there. Get some weight. What else? Get some boxes of ammo. Yeah, we'll need that. You know what? We're gonna need a vehicle to get around once we get there. We want that one, or that one, or that one. Wait, what is this? Yeah, let's go with this one. Oh, won't let me do it. Shoot. I thought I could have a vehicle with one of these passengers or people in the vehicle. Nope, guess not. Okay. So it's one or the other. Let's go with some people. That way it's not too heavy. There's some boxes. My goodness. Okay, well, what else? Alright, so I think that's what we can do. Alright, so let's go down and see what we have. Alright, we got our troops. Man, he gone. Alright, let's leave him alone. Everybody's spaced out and ready to go. Okay. Alright, what else do we need to do here? We have that set up. Let's get the flares reloaded. I'll show you how to do that. And I'm gonna do the head. We'll do it. We got plenty of fuel. I don't want to do any more. There's the map. Boy, this terrain is going to be tough. The autopilot setting. Yeah, we'll deal with that once we get the system. We'll get everything up in the sky. And let's make the clouds like the skies look a little bit more interesting. Let's make it an early morning flight. That way, if we fall, or if we have any issues, people can hopefully come rescue us. Anything else? Alright, let's do this. The only deal with this runway is you have to be perfectly centered because there's an imaginary bush that knocks the plane off every time. And this might actually happen. Okay, alright. Positive rate. I feel like I should go right, but I'm gonna try to stick with the plan. We're not going to get enough speed to get up. Here, our speed. 128. There we go. Okay, let's level it out for a little bit. Don't stall. Don't stall. Consistently going up. Don't worry about the flight plan at this point. I'm just trying not to fall because there is nowhere to land. Come on, can we make it? Can we make it? Oh, shoot. Oh boy, this is... forget it. I'm gonna abort. All right, let's try to just stay here till we can hopefully pick up some speed to take us in. And if not, we may have to turn around. We're sort of in a little bit of a bowl. And I just don't have enough speed. Shoot. Alright, what do we do? Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me change. I just noticed these airport codes that are showing are incorrect. All right. Where are we? Okay. Okay. There you go. Welcome to Studio 36, everyone. If you're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, this is, yeah, we're out. On a PS5, feel free to join. Damn, it crashed. All right, let's restart. Oh. Alright. Well, that didn't work out. Let's try it again. Thankfully, this is a sim. My goodness. Yeah, hell of paperwork to do on that one. Alright. Alright. I like to make it challenging. So we're gonna add some weight. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get some more troopers. If I get up at the appropriate altitude, I'll show you how they can jump out. And we'll shoot some flares and do some other stuff. What did I have this time? Can I have arrows? Okay. Alright, there we go. And we go back here. Yes, this is a little bit of cheating, but whatever. Alright, here we go. That's the, what's my name? Let's take that away. See that, or that. Alright, and here we go again. So far, so good. So I'm gonna do what I normally do, which is go to the right. I think too far. Alright. So this is what I usually do, is go this direction, and then you can fly along the valley until you get enough speed. Nope, climb angle's too low. Alright, let me start to ascend. And then while we're doing that, this is Chagall. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is somewhere in Peru. I need to put all my information back at the bottom. So this flight's going to be a little bit longer than what I anticipated, because we're going the opposite direction of our flight plan. But we're doing this so we don't fall out of the sky again. Crash. Alright, there we go. Nice. Oh, okay, look at our speed. Looks really good. Alright, we got our vertical speed up. I think we can... we'll head out a little bit more just so we can make sure we get over this mountain. Not that direction. One thing I do like about these is they're pretty quiet. The engines are pretty quiet. Look at that. There's a Dog Boy 795. Not sure if it just happened to be in the area. Look at this scenery. This is nice. Now once we get up a little bit higher, we'll see that sun peeking over. And it usually looks really good. Alright, our speed's 172. We're dropping. So try to turn around a little bit. Get a little bit more speed. Looks like we got some turbulence. 177 vertical speed, 21 dropping, but it's okay for now. The angle of attack, we're at 3 degrees, so I think we're doing okay. I do need to put my mini-map back up here. Alright, so we need to keep going. Okay, all right, I think we're up high enough now to where I can go ahead and get the autopilot going. I feel more comfortable with it now. Let's go ahead and get autopilot on, heading. What's going on here? Get that over there. We need to get our altitude. And we're gonna go up to 18,000. Or 19, that's fine. Okay. All right, there we go. Ooh, that was a tough climb up out of there. We'll take care of that landing light later. And there's the skies. And again, welcome to Studio 36. If you're on a PS5, feel free to join. Codes are on the screen at the top. I'm going to sit back and enjoy it. think you need to be at a certain height to let the troops out. Let me see if I can do auto throw. Let's pull back though. Okay. Let's go ahead and play around with the flares first while it's still dark. Alright, click this. And we're going to go ahead and turn them on. See that? Nice. We're all set. Ready to go. Alright. And let's see the flares. Wait, they didn't come up? Uh-oh. What'd I do? Let's go over here. Make sure I load it. Reload flares. Huh, it's not lit. 0. Alright. What's going on? Oh, maybe it's test. Oh, there we are. There we are. Alright. We're ready to go now. Alright, let's take a look at these flares. Let's have some fire on first. We got a couple more. Let's do it again. Okay. Oh shoot! Wait, I forgot about. I'm supposed to be flying, huh? Oh boy. Okay, let's get this back on route. Let's go over here to autopilot and let's get our heading. Oh yeah, I'm way off. There we go. There we go. Is anybody else around us? We had somebody look like they were in the area. No? Okay. Alright. So to drop the troopers, I think you have to be going slow enough. I forget what the speed is. You can't go too fast and can't be too high. And honestly, we might be too high. I think it was around 9,000 or 10,000 feet, but we're gonna give it a try. All right. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. You go over to this area, and then you go to cargo dropping. All right. No. Shoot. Anybody know how to drop the troopers? Wait, do I need to open the doors first? Which, let's go back here and see it. There it is. It's open. I think I might be too high to drop him. Uh-oh. What's up? Is it because I have the door open? That's never happened before. Okay, yes, because I have the door open. Okay, that's okay. Alright, here, let's clear that. We don't need all of this. Yeah, we know the door's open. That's fine. And what else? Oh shoot! I forget how to drop the troopers. Hey, does anybody know what we need to do? Because you can watch them get up and they're drop their parachutes. I wonder if I'm too high. Oh, look at that sun. Beaming off the plane. Nice. Look at that. Let's see. That'd be nice. Wait, I forget. How do you get this thing to focus? There we go. Shoot. Once again, you know, I gotta focus on flying. I forgot I'm not on the navigation, so I gotta do this manually. Alright, 150. And let's see. We should be okay. I'm gonna actually go ahead and start descending. So let's go ahead and get this altitude. I can't take it too far. I'm gonna take it to 17. No, 16. Forget it. Let's go here. I'll take it easy though. Alright. Welcome to Studio 36, everybody. If you're on PS5, feel free to join. Codes are on the screen. We're flying in Peru. If you got some places you'd like to fly, drop the airport codes in the chat. Look at that scenery. That's nice. So many nice shots. All right. We're on for that. And let me see. I think we're still okay as far as our heading. Let's do something. It's a little chilly in here. Maybe I'll try it on the next flight. I gotta figure this out. What's this up here? Man, equipment, drop. See, these are the lights. Doors. Is that it? I don't remember having to do that. I'm gonna put it back. I don't want to forget. What's this right here? This is red. What's this? Yeah. Anyway, what else? Oh shoot! You know what? We left that door open, didn't we? Yeah, they're probably freezing back there. Let's go ahead and close that door. Since we can't figure out how to drop these guys off. Oh. Yeah, if anybody watching knows how to drop the paratroopers, will you let me know in the chat? I can't recall how to do it. I know something with cargo. Because I've dropped a cargo before and passengers. The troopers and the flares. I thought it was something like this. Oh, wait, is this it? Okay, yeah, there it is. There it is, right there. I figured it out. And I think it's grayed out right now because I'm too high. All right, we're good. And let me see if I can go here. Oh, that's okay. What's that? Let's go back to my pilot screen. And good thing is we'll fly out, do a flyover the runway, and then come back. But it looks like I'm gonna have to go up a little bit more because we need to get over these mountains, and I am definitely in the path. All right, so we got to go up and then drop. We're at 206. Let's go ahead and give it full power. Nice. Oh boy, this is gonna cut it close. We're 192. All right, let's keep it steady. We're dropping, so I'm gonna. If you can't tell I'm a rookie, I don't know what it'll take. All right, there we go. All right, I think we'll be good. We still need to get up a little bit more because we have those two peaks straight ahead. Yeah, we got to get up over those. Make sure I go up. I think a rate of 1500 should be good. All right, look at that front of passenger. Front of pilots. Nice. Peru. Nice landscape. Dangerous landscape. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on? Is that because we have the mountains ahead of us? Can you guys hear that? What's the issue? I don't want to turn off the warning. You know what? Alright, let me do a check. All the doors are closed. We're not stalling, I don't think. No. We're not stalling. I think it's because of these mountains. Are we not going to be able to make it? Okay, let's abort. Tell you what. Let's go around them. There we go. So I don't know if we're gonna make it up high enough in time. Hey, 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 what are you doing? Stay over here. I mean, I guess I probably could have just been hand flying it, but whatever. I want to use autopilot. Hopefully this alarm will go off afterwards. Let's see. Oh, pressure. Oh, you know what? I probably don't have on my, yeah. Oh well. It'll go off in a minute. Because we're going back here. So I think that's going off because we went up too high and at air pressure, obviously the air is much thinner. So we can also start the descent. We're okay now. I still don't want to get too crazy with the descent. I'm gonna go 1,000. Should be coming up to our airports. Yeah, there it is. Oh man, we really need to get down. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this alarm. We're good. All right. Had to step away for a moment. Where are we? Okay. Let's disable autopilot and all right, so clearly I'm way too high. There's our airport right there. So we'll go out, drop the altitude a little bit. We should be able to come straight into the runway. There we go. I was wondering why I could. Guess I forgot to slow down. And yeah, this is enough room for us to turn around. Let's not stall. You know what? I did not set my altimeter. So air pressures and altitudes, all that stuff. Who knows what it is? So I'm sort of flying blind right now. Alright, what's going on? My controller. Oh no, I can't. What's going on? No, what? Are you freaking serious? What the hell happened? My controller, I mean, the whole sim stopped responding. Yeah, look at that. Is the game crashing? Alright. I think it just crashed. I can't do anything. Alright. Let's see if we can pick up where we left off. This is crazy. Alright, now where's my airport? Heck on it. Oh, okay, we're up here. Alright, 192. No! What the hell? Okay. Alright, this one is falling apart real quick. Hold on. Let's see something. Maybe I could try to drop those troopers now. I mean, it's already messed up, so, you know, let's give it a try. No, they're still not lit. So, I think there's something. There's another cover. Oh, this restarts. Alright, does anybody know where the switch is for the troopers? Or do I need to open that door? Open either door. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see what it's like to drop one of these troopers while I'm trying to fly. Alright, let's see. I don't know which door. Oh, he's on the other side. Did he drop? Oh, there he is. Huh. Alright. Oh, let's just drop all of them. There they are. Look at that. Yeah, looks nice. Oh, oh my goodness, what the heck am I? Alright, I gotta focus. Where's my airport? I gotta, that's enough of this flight. This is getting terrible. Oh, they're still dropping out. See you back at the base. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead for this landing. Well, people, witness probably one of the worst flights you can see online for a sim. There we go. I usually land from the outside. I do pretty decent, but I'm trying to learn how to land from the inside. I feel like I'm at stall speed. Alright, flaps at a full 60 degrees. My goodness. Alright. And let's get the vertical speed. There we go. Alright, not bad. Nice. Get that rumble with the reversers. And there you have it, folks. One of the absolute worst flights ever in sim. And of course, we pass up the spot. My goodness. Alright. Let's find another runway, another location to fly and a different one. Stop right. Everything else we've been through. Parking on the grass is probably the least of our worries today. Alright, let's speed this up a little bit. Let's get into one of these fast ones. We got this. And I think I want to use... Where is it? At the arch. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And I don't know how to fly this one at all, but we're gonna have some fun with it. As a matter of fact, every time I fly it, it stalls and falls out the sky. So I've not had any luck with it so far. But I'm gonna give it another shot. Alright, where do we want to fly to? Where is this? Alright. Depart. I don't know where this is, but I'm down for it. Got some mountainous terrain here. What's over here? I want to fly into Pine Grove. Keep it low key. Alright, let's go here. Some place I can't pronounce. Battle Mountain. Let's go here. Arrival. 25. Cuts it down to 23 minutes. Looks like we're going straight out. And I don't like to do all the stuff, so I'm gonna come straight in. Although it doesn't matter, I think I'm gonna half fly this one because I don't know how to operate it. I sent it, but I don't know if it'll really make that much of a difference, to be honest. It's going to be another experimental flight, so I might as well take these. All right, we're at 10. We're going to K-Bam. Okay. All right, and I will, well, there are the codes on the screen if you want to join. I'm playing around with some military jets today, so if you're up for that, grab some, pick out your favorite plane, join along. I'll get the codes back on the screen in a moment. And yeah, there we go. Look at this. My gyroscope. There we go. Look at this. Shoot, I didn't mean to have that there. There we go. U.S. Air Force. What a sucker is. Oh. Alright, here's the inside. And I don't know how to operate any of this stuff. But I do need to find my ice switches. Fuel system. And this one does not have a tablet, does it? No, I don't see a tablet. If anybody knows what a tablet or what the ice section is, please let me know. Anti-collision, there's the exterior lights. Thunderstorm, what does that mean? Alright, let's see what's over here. Suit heat. Oh, I guess for my suit. Base heat. Restart. No, I don't want to deal with that. Emergency deploy. Refuel in the air? Really? Let's see something. Ready. Oh, is it this top? So, I think this top just opened when we did that. Let's try. Let's see if we close that. Close it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice little details. So we know how to do that. There's fuel transfer, fuel dump. All right, I don't know. Windshield. Oh, here we go. All right, I found it. There we go. Keto heat is on. Make sure it's on. Surf limit release. I don't know what that means. Windshield. Let's get that one. Use the eyes. We're gonna get up there. I think this plane is supposed to be one of the highest altitude planes. All right, just had to check to make sure the audio was coming through. Gear release. Okay. Any other? All right, this is it. Let's do this, people. Wait, do I have my co-pilot back here? No? Oh yeah, yeah. There she is back there. All right. There we go. Uh-oh. My bad. That was all me. I was trying to look at the camera and all that stuff, so. All right. Take two. Yeah, there we go. There's that rumble. We're going up this time. Fun fact, I'm not flying on unlimited fuel. So, and we're only at 50% fuel tank. This is going to be interesting. Let's get it. Mach 1. I think this one can get up to 3. Mach 3, I think. Let's give it a shot. 49% fuel left. Alright, it's better than some of the other ones. Going through a few clouds, so it might be a little bit turbulent. Let's see if we can get out past all of this. And I believe these can go up to what, 50, 60,000 feet, maybe higher. Welcome to Studio 36, everybody. If you're just now joining, feel free to log in or put in the codes which are on the screen and fly along. If you wouldn't mind, help me out, hit the like button. Alright, we're at 29,000 climbing. Alright, we're still picking up speed. We have vertical speed. Oh, okay, our vertical speed is dropping pretty quick. Is that an indicator of something? Because I'm pulling back. It's barely doing anything. Alright, there we go. There we go. 1.3. You know what? I just realized that audio was a bit crazy. Nice. Look at that. All right, we're at 43, 1.45. All right, we're still doing pretty good. 48% fuel. All right, not bad. Although we might, I think we're coming up on our arrival airport. Oh yeah, we are. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. We're 49,000 feet and climbing. We'll deal with that later. 1.83. How fast can we get this sucker? 1.85. Yeah, we're trying to go to space. Get up in them skies. All right, we're at 50. Oh, shoot. We're at 2. Let's get that vertical speed back up. And we'll just let this fly for a little bit. 0.14. Airspeed 61,000, climbing 62. Vertical speed 16 and dropping. Okay, alright, let's go ahead and turn around, land back at our destination airport. And I think we're far enough to where we should be able to slow down. Oh my goodness. We're way off. Okay, let's turn this sucker back around. But we're coming too fast toward the ground. It's making me nervous. Let's have to use this map really quick to get back on track. Oh, we're at 9,000. Okay. Alright, there we go. Looks good. U. So I think that means we're probably somewhere in Utah, maybe. Nice. Okay. Not doing too bad. I wish I knew how to do the autopilot on this one, but I don't. So this is all manual flying. And again, thanks for the like, a couple of folks that hit it for me. All right, let's see where we are. I'm gonna turn on the markers. All right, I don't like the fact that I'm descending. I don't want to descend just yet. Oh, okay, okay. Well, guess I forgot to accelerate. So that's all momentum that we were flying off on, off of. And that's our airport over there. Oh wait, is this a real plane? Or is this somebody in a sim? All right, we'll go forward. All right, we're at 7,000. Let's go ahead. We should be good at 7,000. And we still have 45% fuel. Not bad at all. It's actually really good. All right. I'm gonna have to go ahead and reduce my speed. Stall. And I don't think this has any type of air brakes or spoilers. And I see the field straight ahead. I'm gonna have to get lined up with it, but we'll go ahead and do that. Now we're lining up, trying to. All right, let's cut the power all the way back for a moment because the landing gear is not coming down. I still have a little bit of time, but we're still going too fast. All right, there are the brackets. We're not coming in on the original runway, but you know, we're here. Alright, I need my landing gear. Now I just remember why I don't like flying. Alright, what can I do to get my... What can I do to get my landing gear? It's not coming down. I don't really want to do a fly around or go around. I don't want to do that. There we go. Alright. And my vertical speed, you see I'm all over the place, my goodness. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm falling. And this is why I wanted to do these planes, so I can get some practice. Oh boy. Here we go again. Well, oh boy. Whatever. Oh well. I don't know what happened. Okay, come on. Stop. Oh. Alright, it's still going for some reason. My goodness. Alright, I got one more military. Alright, that's enough. I've had enough of it. I got one more military train or plane I want to try out. One of my favorites, but again, I always have issues with it, so you know. And here we are, right here. Vulcan. Where's a good place to fly? You know what? Let's go down to Mexico. Let's fly it around down there. We'll do a short flight for this one. And all right, let's. You know what? Oh, look at this. How fitting. Air Force Base. Let's make that our arrival. And maybe we'll transport this plane from somewhere. What is this? That's a super short flight. Depart. Oh, that's only 5 minutes. We can do a little bit longer than 5 minutes. '24. I don't want to do 24. Not in this. Let's see. What's this field look like? We can do that. I think. Where else we got? What we got over here? We do something. Oh, this looks nice. Let's do this departure. 12 minutes. That's fine. All right, that's good. Let's do this. Fly straight out. Ooh, straight out, straight in. Nice. There are the codes on the screen if you'd like to join. MMPB, MMSM. And now we're going to check out the Vulcan. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. We got a little sound issue. Let's do this. Oh, well, I just clicked that. Oh no, let's see what that does. All right, there's our Vulcan tablet. don't want it right there. Wait, how can I move it? Thought I was able to move it. Okay, anyway, here's some settings in here, some things that are pretty cool. Bomb doors. Let's take a look at that. There you go. They opened up. Zoom in just in case you can't tell. We close them. There they are closing. Wait, what is that door that's open? Oh, that's for the landing gear. Chocks. Chocks. Let's take those off. And there's the hose. All right. If we set this up as a tanker, then we can see the hose. And let me see. There we go. Oh, will it on? I think it'll only do it if we're in the sky. But you can see the hose coming out. All right, let's get it. I'm not gonna mess with too much of the stuff because I really don't know this plane yet. I just like looking the sound of it. As a matter of fact, let's turn the sound up and let you hear this sucker. Ooh. You do not want to hear that. Huh? Oh, that shouldn't be. Uh-oh, I messed up. Oh, I did my flaps. That's what messed up. Okay. All right, let's sit back and enjoy. looks good, man. Looks good. Wait, do I have a co-pilot? Yes, I do. Let's keep it easy. Let's pull back on the throttle. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's take a look at that K2 hose. There it is. All right, everybody flying along, need some gas, pull up. It's good. It's pretty quiet inside. I do need to descend a little bit. Wouldn't want to be up too high. And I'm sure I don't have any of the heats on, so I usually have issues with it where it just falls out of the sky. Ooh. There's your spoilers. Put those back in. Oh, you know what? Let's get that vertical speed together, but let's open up the bomb doors. There you are, ready to drop. Okay, let's go ahead and get things prepared to land, and the hose should retract. There it is. Nice. And let's see if we can hear that howl again. I don't hear it right now, but let's give it full throttle. There it is. You know what? I guess I could have just put this on. Where's my flight controls? Altitude. Track. Auto. Autopilot, yeah, disable. Is this gonna hold my altitude? Alright. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Alright, what's the clicking sound? Alright, let's take a look at some things. Vertical speed, -2. That. Altitude, 12 and dropping. G-force, we'll slow that down a little bit. Okay. Airspeed 211. Okay. Alright, I think we're okay. Whoa. Are we coming in? Yep. And we're gonna make a turn. Looks good though. Alright, let's see. It should be coming up soon. I think we're doing pretty good so far. Alright, so let's slow it down a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and get the gear. So once again, I have an issue with the gear. Shoot. Guess I'm going too fast. 250, maybe it's my airspeed. Too fast. There's a vision jet. Oh, there we go. There's our gear. Kick the speed up though. I'm gonna stall. Alright, this thing will stop pretty quick. Somebody's on the runway. Well, I'll take this one. Alright, there we go. Another terrible landing coming up. Not lined up. Shoot. That's alright. Not too bad. Hopefully my parachute deploys. Nice. Alright, come on, where's my parachute? I had it set up. Where's my parachute? Um, oh well. But yeah, usually my parachute deploys at this phase. Alright. Actually, it's a pretty smooth landing. I want to hear those engines one last time. All right. All right, that's enough of that. All right, so we're okay. Well, that's enough for the military. Let's do some like other flights. And I think let's go ahead and do the citation. Man, it never stays. The citation is the only plane that I have that never saves delivery that I use. Where are some places we can go? There's some Australia flying. Wait, where is this? Is this New Zealand? I don't know. Let's do departure there. And where we want to fly to? This Port Levy, what is this? It looks nice. I need to clear these clouds. That's why I keep here. Let me zoom. Let me clear these clouds because I can't see. Clear skies. All right, there we go. Jeez. No runways or airports, so I can't do that. But this looks like a nice place to fly around. Really good. Like a variety of landscape. What's this? You think? Nah, I don't think that's enough room for the citation. This might be okay. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do a arrival, but I'm gonna swap. Okay. We're talking about, let's see, a 21-minute flight. That's actually not bad. And runway 4,000. So yeah, we're okay. What are our frequencies? Okay. All right. If you want to join, codes are on the screen. I'll leave it here for a moment while I test out some things. Code NZTU to NZCH. So this has me going around. I don't like to do that. Let's just go straight out. I know it's all probably part of setup with the wind and all, but whatever. Let's see. Okay, there's that. Looks good. And then this one is coming in. Well, let's see. What runway is this? 20. Right, let's go ahead and see if we have an ILS. We'll play around with that. It's a localizer. Oh, there we go. 20. What's 20S? I didn't see anything change. No, we don't need that. Let's go direct. Change. Switch to IFR. And then I'm going to go back. I just like to double check again. Wait, something is odd. What's going on here? ILS 20. All right, let's do this. Sensible. Let's see what it shows here. Okay, so it's going to go past the runway, circle around. It's going to be a sharp turn back to hit 20. All right. Then when we do the ILS, we'll need to make sure we click the ILS on the way back and not, too soon, because then it'll throw out the flight plan. Yeah, let's get some. Let's see. Let's tell you what. Let's do this. Let's have lights come on as we arrive. Oh, one more thing. All right, and if you're ready to join, there you go. All right. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of the tablet. Get it crashing. And I bet I have a discontinuity message. Let's go ahead and do that. Load all this stuff. Load. Take a look at the flight plan. Let's make sure we don't have any issues. Next. There you go. Told you. I have it every single flight. Next. sometimes I have a couple of them. There's that one. And if we're doing a bare minimum, we could take off now. But I like to do this extra stuff. I cannot hear my radio, any of this information come in like I normally do. So Q&H, we need to make sure we switch over. We're at runway 2. Oops. Shoot. All right, and y'all get the codes up on the screen. All right, runway 2. And let's go ahead and activate. Let's go back here, and I want to do our arrival. So I think we're okay here. Runway 20. And this shows a little bit different. I'm gonna leave it. Activate. And check everything. Make sure we don't have any more errors. Stop popping up. Let's go ahead and get our localizer code. What did I say we're going? 20? One 10.3. 103. Let's go ahead and get that in. Okay, there. And EME. So I like to just go ahead and click this. I don't know if it does anything or not. I just click it. And next. Okay with that. And where else are we? Arrival. I think we got everything. That's concerning right there, but whatever. Flight plan. Oh, progress. Fuel quantity. Let's wait. When. Okay. Let's go ahead and just get this one activated. Make sure our progress there. Flight plan on this screen. And we said 1013. So we're at 1014. Let's go ahead and change that. And we'll change it up here also. And let's see, we got that. I still don't show anything on the FMS. So this looks like we might have a problem. But we'll work through it. It's okay. And clear for takeoff. Everything is ready for departure. No passengers. Although I'm going to just go ahead and do the seatbelt just to get in the habit. Get this out. So, seatbelt. Bing. All right. Guess let's take a look at my V speeds real quick. Let's see. Take off. Oh, it's not calculated. Uh-oh. Yeah, this means we're gonna have some problems. Yeah, look at that. Climbing. 1500. We could probably get the autopilot started. We're at 12. Heading. Is it nav working? Need flight level change. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the auto throttle going. I'm okay with the auto throttle. Wait, I think we might be on an FMS, although you don't see any the indicator, the ping indicator on the screen. We'll see in a moment. But it looks like it's lining up. Does anybody know why that happens? Yeah, the citation is nice. JD, yeah. I mean, it's just one of the nicest looking planes on this entire sim. Alright, my two favorites are the Citation X and the PC-24. PC-24 is just a workhorse, very reliable for the sim. Alright. I guess we are on the FMS. Heading is off. So we're okay with there. Vertical nav. We don't need approach right now. Okay. I feel like I'm forgetting something. That's why I need that checklist. I gotta figure out how to get that checklist. Okay. Alright, so right now, here, let's go down to my, and again, yeah, something is off. Because this is where it'll let me know what my altitude should be. It doesn't have anything. That's alright. Alright. That's pilot's choice tonight. Alright, and if anyone is interested in flying along, I'll get the codes on the screen. There you go. Alright, we should make a slight turn. If we do, then I'm confident we're on the FMS. So let's see. Yep, there we go. Alright, we're on the FMS. Alright. Although the indicator isn't there, but we're doing good. And we have the auto throttle active. Wait, why does it say speed? Oh, okay. Altitude limit, because we're not up all that high, so it doesn't go too fast. I think if you're below maybe like 10,000 or so, it will limit your speed to around 250. If you go above that, you can get up to about 340, 350. Okay. All right, let's do some other things. get this bad boy ready. So we already have our code, a localizer code, and I think we can go ahead and get our minimums. Let's go back to the chart. And if anybody is watching and they're not familiar how to put in minimums on a citation, this is how you do it. So go to the chart. I don't know which one of these you're supposed to choose. I always just choose category 1. That number is 300. And I don't know what it means. I just stick it in there. So here's the indicator or the knob for your minimums, and it'll show here. Sometimes the minimums will have an RA next to it. Like it might say 100 RA. You just click this and then you see that'll change to RA. A lot of times it's going to be barrel, so we're going to take this up to 300. Just make sure those numbers match. 300, we're okay there. And what else do we need to know? All right, so let's take a look at our glide slope really quickly. This will come in handy with that ILS landing and the vertical navigation. So 2000, and our slope is going to intersect at 2000. So yeah, we definitely don't want to be up too high on this flight. And another way we can verify it is here, 2000, and then there's a waypoint, and there we go. So what we'll do, what are we at before that? Just 2000? Huh, okay. Let me turn that audio down a little bit for the jets. All right, on the citation, if you don't know, when you're doing your ILS landing, one of the things you want to do is make sure your vertical navigation is on. And then I'm going to wait until I get a little bit closer, but what you'll do is set the bottom or the lowest number for your descent, your flight path. In this case, it's going to be typically where that glide slope intercepts. So 2000. You will change your altitude, or you just set your altitude to 2000, right? Take this all the way down to 2000. And then this is really neat. Set it at 2000 and leave it. Just make sure VNav is on, navigation is on, and then obviously autopilot. What'll happen is the plane will do its own calculations to get from where your current altitude is, which mine right now is 6,000, all the way down to 2,000. And so if your plan has various altitude steps, it'll go to each of those steps on its own, which is why I said this is concerning that it doesn't have the details here. It only has that last one. Let's see if it's over on this section. On this page. Yeah. Well, let's see. See, so this is so odd. Why is it going up? Did I put in something weird? Anyway. So we'll do that. Just make sure you don't do a flight level change before then, because if you do and you don't change it, it's going to drop all the way down to 2,000. You might not want to go to 2,000 just yet. Matter of fact, I actually would like to go to, no, we're at 6,000. That's nice. Now let's make the skies a little bit, oh, well, no, I have it set. Oh, wait, my clouds. all the clouds back. It's not too bland. Let's get a few clouds. Oh well, not that many. Can we raise this ceiling? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, I can deal with that. Nice. What about? Oh, let's see what the live weather. Ooh, not bad. And of course, it went back. Let's go back. I'm gonna have a few clouds. Raise it. There we go. All right. There you go, people. Looking good. Let's do it, man. Let's see if we can get some nice. Looks good. Looks good. All right. And again, welcome to Studio 36. And if you're interested, codes are on the screen. Feel free to join. Nice. All right, I just did a turn. Looks like we're going to do another turn. Who's that below me? I think that might be a real flight. Uh-oh. Are we going to, like, collision path? Or just passing each other? Well, they're at 500 feet, so it doesn't matter. Nice. All right, I guess now we sit back and enjoy the flight for a little bit. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, let's probably turn off my landing lights. Oh wait, we're almost here. Alright, so we should be passing the airport. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, there it is, right there. Alright, and did you hear the engines slow down? So now it's going to go ahead and do what I was saying earlier. So if you notice, the vertical speed right here is now negative 1400, altitude's decreasing, and that is because it's set at 2000. So it's doing its own calculations to make sure it hits that. And if you notice the altitude hold, that's off now. That's because it's operating the VNAV. And then here's another indicator, VPTH. There's your vertical path. So it's going to do it in these two. And let me shoot. I always forget which one of these it is. Is it this? And then vertical profile. There we go. So this will show the plane right there on the vertical. All right. And let me check with the tower to see if I need to change my, I should have already been down at 3,000, but that's okay. The plane will take care of it itself. QNH 1013, so we're still good with that. All right. Hopefully it'll turn around. Now I do see something interesting. So it looks like it's going to go out here and maybe circle around versus a super sharp turn. So let's see what happens. I know I've had that happen before. And then after it turns around is when we'll click our approach mode. And there you go. It's turning. Oh, wait, what's going on? 3,000. Okay. All right. So if you look here, you'll see the plane pass the route from the system. So some people will see that and they'll panic. But if you look on this screen, the plane has mapped out a different route. And so it's going to follow that. So it's just going to go out, give itself enough time to make that turn and adjust its altitude. And again, you see the vertical speed, 1400, dropping down to 23. So what's that, 23? It's going to go down to 2000, and it should hold at 2000. Although I feel like I might have dropped it a little too soon. Probably should have had it drop to 3,000, but that's okay. So we won't panic until the plane passes where we think it should turn around. If it passes that, then we got a problem. We'll just manually fly it. But I think we'll be okay. It's lit. Okay. All right. Everything looks good. Looks like we're making our turn. Nice and smooth. We'll go ahead and keep those lights on. No point in turning them off now. We're about to land shortly. And look at that. Yeah. So if you look at the system, it shows the brackets. They're all the way back there, but we don't follow those. Not all the time. All right. Looks good. This is where we're headed. All right. We're still completing the turn now. So at this phase, we should be uh, getting ready to try to line up. And then once we do that line up, then I'll go ahead and click the localizer. And as we near the completion of this turn, I'll go ahead and start doing my flaps. I don't really, I guess I could do one now, so it's okay. All right. Flaps one notch. Looks good. Everything looks stable so far. And we'll be coming up on one more turn to the left. And then we should be ready to line up and go ahead and click the localizer and get on the glide slope. And then one other thing, if you're curious about when to click the approach button, let me show you. What I usually do, whether it's right or not, I don't know. At the latest, you should click it when you get to this peak. You can click it beforehand, and most of the times it'll pick it up. But if you're not sure, then at least click it at that point. At least. But I want to make sure it lines up first from the navigation, and then I'll click it. So we're at flap 15, and now we're doing our final turn. Nice speed at 170. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the flaps one more level. Once we straighten out, I'll go ahead and get the localizer started. And you can see the runway straight ahead. Right there. We'll let it line up. Very smooth. And this plane this is one of the best. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and go 4 flaps. And I think we are straight now, so I'm gonna go ahead. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, landing gear for 4 flaps. That's the alert. Let's go ahead and do approach mode. Okay, let's zoom in here, see what we got. We got a localizer. So it looks like it might have locked onto the localizer. And then we have our glide slope on standby. It'll turn, the GS will turn green when it's, which I think, yep, there you go. So the glide slope flashed, lets you know it's active, and the plane dipped slightly. So at this point, it should take it all the way to the runway. Of course, I'll be on standby just in case. Lately, it's had a tendency to come down too early. Be too low. Yeah, I don't like that speed. That's 125. I think we're usually 131. You know what? What should I do? What should I do? Should I go ahead and put the flaps up one level, or just let it be? I don't know. What do you think? I see at least one white light, so it's not bad. You see all reds, then you got a problem. 124. I guess 124 is okay. I don't have any passengers. Usually I'll have passengers, cargo, and I guess maybe that's why my speed is usually 131. But I think I see 3 red, 1 white. So yeah. And again, welcome. Anybody that's joining, we're landing at NCCH. Yep, there we go. Shoot, we're all red lights. Let's get it up a little bit. I'll just pull back gently. I'm trying not to deactivate the autopilot. There we go. I bought us 1 white light. There we go, 2. All right, we should be okay. But I feel like it's gonna just go down pretty quickly. See our vertical speed. See, it's 1200. That's too. Yeah, it's too fast. All right, we're still on autopilot though. All right, 950. That's good. Oh shit. Come on. Get over, get over, get over, get over. Look away 1 second. All right. We're on the wrong line, but you know, hey, we're here. you go. Even if it wasn't a perfect landing, hopefully you learned how to use the VNav. You see how simple that was. It was actually really nice. So yeah, just put in the lowest altitude and make sure vertical nav is clicked and let it do its thing. Like you'll really see it if the plan was correct, entered correctly. Uh, if there are different steps below, so let's say you're at 10,000 and you need to go down to 2,000. And maybe along the way you have different waypoints that are at 8,000, 6,500, and so on. It'll automatically step down to each one of those locations. So yeah. All right, where we at? All right, folks. How long has this stream been going? Oh, we're at 2.5. All right, let's do one more. Should I do one more on this one or the Pilatus? Let's do one more on the Pilatus. All right. So switch over. PC 24. Where we at? Huh. I just noticed that for the first time. It says Coronado. All right. So we did a steep approach yesterday, although I probably should redo that because I didn't realize the audio was so terrible yesterday when I was explaining it. But so yeah. Anyway, let's see. We got a few more people that joined. Welcome to Studio 36. This is where we do explore the world, real life, and virtual skies. And right now, I'm trying to find another place to go. I like to try to do airports that I haven't been to. Oh, tell you what. Let's go back to America. Let's try to do some flights along here. We got a lot going on here. A lot of folks flying today. Like Cincinnati. Here we go. Let's do Cincinnati. Let's do arrival. No. I know where I want to go. Let's go to Italy. We'll make this the sort of grand finale. Fiumicino, let's make that an arrival. And how long would it take to fly from one coast to the other? Departure. 27 minutes. Oh, that's it. Huh. That can't be right. Okay. All right, well, let's do that. If anybody wants to join, there are the codes on the screen. Now, why did it pick this? Let's see what's going on. Pescara. So there's the runway. Arrival. Localizer. Can we get an ILS? Oh, nice. 25. Let's change that. Okay. I'm just curious with this. No, I don't want to go out there. That's more ridiculous. Okay. And turn that auto off. Go ahead and send them both. All right. And again. Oh, this is increasing. Oh, maybe that's why the other one was increasing, because we're sending. Anyway, 4, 9, 13. So it looks like we'll get up to about 13,000. And then at some point, we're going to start coming down. And then this last little waypoint, I wonder if that's going to be our glide slope, 1,300 or 3,000, one of those. Let's do that again. And should we make this interesting? Do it night and live weather. All right, let's see where we're at. So 3,000 right there. And there you go. Glide slope, intercept, localizer. There you go, 1,300. So yeah. So what that means is once we get into PC 24 and we're ready to start descending, at some point we're going to go ahead and set our altitude to 1,300 feet. We'll make sure we have the vertical nav set, and then it'll just do its own, calculations from there. And to show you what I mean, that's 3,000. So yeah, let's say if we're at 6,000, it'll step down all the way down to 13,000 on its own. So we'll demo that in a minute. All right, right now I want to check 25. Yeah, I was just here. 110, 15. I'm gonna forget in a minute. 250. All right. Feel free to join. And if you don't mind, please give me a like. I know this might not be the best quality stream, but kind of new at this, so just trying to muddle my way through it. But a like, lets me know that I'm making some kind of progress. All right, so we could do a night flight. I kind of like that, but we won't see much of the landscape. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Wait, this guy? Oh, I didn't want to do that. I thought I changed this. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. I don't like to do straight. Keep IFR. Alright, send to both. But that's okay. We'll get it done. Alright, so in the PC 24. Alright, yeah, there's a straight out. Why the heck did it have me run around the sky? Alright, here we go. First deal. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get my synthetic screen together. I like to have that on. We'll go ahead and get the code set in. Localizer. Or 110, 15. So, uno, zero. Check one. There we go. All right, over here in Italy, there's that discontinuity again. Let's go ahead and activate. Click, delete, activate, and I think we're good with that. I'm not going to do any passengers this time around. 2992. Let's see what our 1013 is our QNH. So we'll go right here, change that barrel. This number here. Oh shoot, wait, it was actually already there. All right, but you notice it's in inches. So if you don't know how, let's just go over here. Click. These two are mislabeled. That needs to be fixed. Click on avionics. Click this, and now you'll see it's in HPA 1013. All right, so there's that. Why does it keep putting my flaps? Okay, anyway, we got that, and I think I want to go up to 14,000 feet. So let's go ahead and get the autopilot going. There's our minimums. We'll deal with that later on. Said we're gonna go 15. Do a flight level change. Go ahead and get the VNAV set. Auto throttle, arm, VNAV. Let's go ahead and get the heading together. Go ahead, do that. Now you can preset a lot of this stuff in a PC24. I've learned that if you preset in a citation, it doesn't really work too well. So the citation seems like some of that stuff you have to do once you get in the sky. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't realize. I think I might have my volume up a little too high. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get it. And got everything else. All right, let's do it. There's my co-pilot. Good to go. Go ahead and rotate. Nice and smooth. Positive. Goes up. Let's go ahead and get those flaps. Man, we're moving. We can do all the flaps. And actually go ahead and get autopilot going. It's going to continue to climb for me. Get the heading. Let's get over here to intersect. Alright, we want to intersect with that segment. And then the navigation should kick in. And then there we go. there we are on the FMS. One thing about this Pilatus, this sucker is wild. Turn that down. Goodness. Yeah, the PC-24 is loud. Alright, what we doing? I guess I should go in. Turn off the lights. Lights should be off. That's how I like nav and logo. Alright, everything's cool. Yeah, we got auto throttle going. It's good. Compare fuel quantity. That's just I think that might be a little bit of the system. We'll just clear it out. It's fine. Do north up. That's just a personal preference for me. That. I'd like to see the full screen, so just do that. Alright, so I can see the full plan. So 3,000, 3,000. Look at that landscape. Oh, nice. Where was that? That was Pescara, right? Italy. Let's see something. All right. Well, you know what? While we're in a plane, let's go ahead and take a look at the sky. And I might change the time, brighten it up a little bit. So that's that's the place we just left. That's over on the eastern coast of Italy. I don't think a lot of Americans make it that far over, but they have some nice places up along that area. Riccione and there's another one, another Riccione. Rimini. Rimini is the name of the other place. So all up along the east coast of Italy is just filled with a lot of beaches. And from what I understand, a lot of Italians will vacation there. Of course, it's just right across the sea from Croatia, Greece. We got PC. Wait, I think I can see the runway from here. Is that it? Straight ahead? I think so. Let's see. I think it is. Wow, we can see the lights from Fiumicino. And we still got quite a bit to go. 42. All right, let's do something. Let's get a little bit of light. I was trying to do this, but I do want to see the lights. Yeah, I don't want to fly to this. I like that. All right, this is good. Buonasera, amici. Buonasera. Look at the PC-24. Another nice one. So, as far as the style, the Citation X is like hands down killer as far as the style. Versatility, PC-24. And then reliability, I would say the PC-24, only because within that Citation, you can't use that tablet without it crashing, without the SIM crashing, or at least I can. If I had passengers, they struggle. Probably. I think I'm up pretty high. Let's go ahead and decrease or descend slightly. Let's get that altitude down. Do a flight level change. And let's see where we are. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to flying. Looks like we got some work we got to do. All right. So we need to start prepping. 250 is going to be our minimums. And then once we get settled with that altitude, we'll go ahead and set it for 1300. 50. So we go over here, get our minimums, and it's going to show right here on the screen, right there. Just in case you wonder. 250 for there. Let's check control. ATCs. They have a different altimeter for us. Let's see. 7,900. What did I just set us up for? 8. Oh, close enough. There's room. All right, so this message right here, check altimeter constraint, that'll go away once we get situated. So right now, it's just we've deviated from the flight plan for the altimeter. All right, let's go ahead and get the speed brakes armed. We're gonna need that when we stop. And we can, just to get in a habit, let's go ahead and get this checklist real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. Page, checklist. Normal, before landing. Altimeter, we're waiting on that. Landing, taxi lights. We could probably wait a little bit. Passenger signs, seat belts, speed brake arm. So we just got a couple of things to do. And we should be okay. So we got those minimums. Okay, once we get to our 7,900, I'm gonna go ahead and put in that minimum of 1,300. So we're at 1,300, we'll put that in and then let the plane handle the rest. So it's still trying to level out, watching this altitude. But, I mean, there's the runway right there at the top of the screen. All right, I think we're settled. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this all the way down to 13. 1,300, make sure vertical nav is selected. So it's going. There's your altitude, everything else, navigation. Okay, we're good. Oh, I like that. Oh, wait, did I put it? I think I did put this in, but I better just check it just to make sure. 110. And then if you're ever uncertain, you know, you can just put in both of them. Although I believe the other one is so that you can intentionally set a different code if you need to. So as you can tell, we're off center, so we're gonna come over. All right, I think we're good. Let's see if they instructions for us. Altitude 7,900, 25. Okay. All right, we're gonna watch the PC-24 do an auto land. All right, there's a Coliseum. So there's the Coliseum. There's the Termini Station. There's Altar, Trastevere, Bridge. Alright. There you go. Maybe one day we'll do a flight around Italy. It's kind of explore things. There's Vatican City right there. Yeah, there's that runway. Looking a little high. We're gonna go straight in? Okay. Something's off. Alright, people. Let's abort. Yeah, we're way too high. We should have already been much lower. There's a runway's right there. So much for our auto landing. We're going to go ahead and take over and do this in manual. Right. We're at 15. I'm going to go full. I know I'm getting all types of alerts, but what's going on? There we go. Still descending pretty rapidly, obviously, but you know, it happens. Probably shouldn't have been up at so. Let's get the speed brakes back down. And let's see something. It's probably not going to do much, but at least let's get it to help us line up, hopefully. Let's get that landing gear down. Okay. All right, at least it's helping us line up. Well, it was. Okay, yeah, we're on a localizer. You know what? Can it still get us on the glide slope? That'll be neat. No, no, it's not doing it. Shoot. Look at that vertical. Wait, what's going on? There we go. Vertical speed. If we can keep it around 750. Screen's about to turn. Every time I get ready to land, I get a distraction. Uh-oh. We're almost out of runway. It just crashed. Alright, there we go. Nice and easy. And there we go. Alright, well, I didn't get to do my auto land, but we made it. It was still a nice flight. I didn't realize that was only 30 minutes to get from one coast to the other. All right. Well, I think that's it. Um, again, you know, if you're ever interested, I didn't put the codes up this time, but if you're ever interested, feel free to subscribe and fly along. I do. I try to do some of the flights, the Microsoft flights, and then I also add in real content from various trips that we take. Uh, I'm gonna actually try to get some stuff from Italy and France, upload it, uh, particularly Nice. There's some Nice, Monaco, some other places, and we'll get that uploaded. Yeah, I'm just parking where I want to park. I don't ever follow the system. And but other than that, if you wouldn't mind, give me a like, people, help me out. And why is this taking so long to get over there? Okay, I'm gonna just stop here. I have a feeling the red line means don't park there, but whatever. All right, let's shut her down. All right. Uh, I don't know about you, but I'm out of here. Let's get it. Oh, I forgot I changed the outfit on this guy. Hmm. All right. Well, that's all I got, folks. Unless anybody else is interested in doing a flight, feel free. I may have back on later on, but I'm going to take a little break for now and come up with some. Next time I do some flights, it's going to be some of my crazy takeoff and landing type flights. So we get some fun stuff. But all right. Thanks. Good evening.